What up, G Life fam? It's your boy MC Shadow. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, check out the playlist, all that good stuff, share, you know. Now, what I want to talk about was actually Asian neighborhoods in the San Fernando Valley. Now, for those who think that Asians are just some weak ass fools that people could pick on and they're not with the business, is clearly not from the streets. And it's just going based on what it sees on TV shows. Because if you're really from the streets and you bump into these people, you know that they're about their business, homie. Now, I'm going to be speaking about mostly about the major players in the San Fernando Valley. I know that there's other little subsets. Like, I know they got a Watching right there that's pretty small. I know they got the Pino Boys, the Kingberry Boys, and stuff like that. But I'll be speaking more about the more larger sets. And they are Asian neighborhoods, not Chino gangs. I hate when people refer to them as Chinos or whatever. They're not Chinese. They're Asians, you know. It's like kind of like saying that when you call somebody Mexican but they're Salvadorian or from Honduras or from Guatemala or from Peru, it's not all the same shit. It's different. People take offense to that. So you can't call them all Chinos because they could be Chinese, Japanese, Filipino, Laotian, Vietnamese, Korean. You know, they could be several things. So let's not be ignorant and try to refer to them as Chinos. Now, starting off with the biggest one, because Asian neighborhoods, some tend to roll with Rasta, some tend to roll with Crips, some tend to roll with Bloods. That's just how it goes. Now, one of the largest ones in the valley is right there in Van Nuys, which is Valerio. It's Asian Boys, who shares territory with Valerio's neighborhood. The Asian Boys are pretty deep, man, and they ruthless, homie. Like I said, they made the news several times. You know what I mean? You know, they're with the business, homie, for murders and all kinds of shit. As a matter of fact, at one point, the Asian Boys did have the green light because they were smoking a lot of homies. A lot of homies were getting dropped by these vatos. I mean, these vatos were coming through with fucking weaponry that we hadn't even seen, you know what I mean? Like, we were used to handguns. These guys are rolling with, like, bazookas. I'm exaggerating, but they were rolling with some, like, mean-ass semi-automatics, you feel me? And they were coming to chop you down with the choppers, homie. Like, them guys were not playing, homie. You know what I mean? Them fools were about their business, you know what I mean? They were knocking fools down. You know, they were not letting themselves. People have to keep it in mind that a lot of these guys are coming from, you know, from Asia, where, you know, they were going through like war. Like, I mean, like some like I said, we have it lovely right here in the United States, but some other countries don't have that luxury, and man, they come from warfare where they see a lot of gruesome shit and have to do a lot of gruesome shit. So then they come over here, you think that all of a sudden that goes away, you know what I mean? That doesn't go away, you know what I mean? Like, they could still do the same greedy shit that they were doing over there. I mean, if these guys are all pushovers and chumps like that, then we would have been able to win the Korean War like if it was nothing. But, ¿sabes qué? I mean, the Vietnam War, like if it was nothing. But guess what? You get what I'm saying? Like, they're not just some pushovers that we get to just, you know, like they ain't nothing. These guys were definitely ruthless. You know, they handle their shit, homie. And I know because we used to go at it. Well, now there's peace between us, but we used to go at it. My neighborhood and them. And yeah, man, when them fools would roll up, homie, they would not roll up to say hi or they came dumping, homie. They came dumping, dog. They came dumping, and there's never been a time where I say we ran up on the Asian Boys and they bitched out, homie. They always threw their blows, homie. They always, you know, stood their own. There was even one time when we were walking and we outnumbered them. It was like 6 of us. I think, yeah, it was like 6 of us. We were chilling. We went walking to the movie theater, the Plant right there in Panorama. We went walking. And it was like about 6 of us, you know what I mean? We were just gonna go see what's cracking, you know. We were bored, you know. Let's go see what's up. And these fools rolled up to us. 3 of them only. 3 of them in a ranfla, no strap. Fools got off and banged on us and threw blows, and that we outnumbered them. I mean, they got their asses kicked, but there was 6 of us. There was only 3 of them, homie, and they, you know, they rolled up and they, know what I mean, homie? Like, that's what I'm saying though. Like, hey, homie, you can't make this shit up, fool. Like, you gotta give them theirs when I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta tip. At the end of the day, fool, and even after me and the homies, we were like, damn, we gave them fools respect. Like, you know, even though they got their asses whooped, like, damn, it ballsy ass fools. You know what I mean? Like, and even though they were enemies at that time, we couldn't help but to give them respect. And that we were youngsters, and we were like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, they earned our respect. You know what I'm saying? But them fools were not playing, like I said. But yeah, that's like the Asian boys. And then another large neighborhood right there is the Jeff Rocks. Now the Jeff Rocks, us and the Jeff Rocks have always had a good relationship. We have a few Asians in our neighborhood, in my neighborhood, boys. You know, like one is my road dog Joseph, the homie criminal. That's my boy right there. So he's from my neighborhood, and his brother's from Jeff Rocks. His brother and his cousin are from Jeff Rocks. So we always had a good relationship with Jeff Rocks. You know, they were the homies. Shout out to all the homies from Jeff Rocks. Shout out to Lil C. That's the boy right there. JJ's the other homie right there. Those are the boys, homie. Like I'm telling you, like, you know, we would back them fools up if anything happened to them, to my homies. You know what I mean? Like, those are our boys. You know what I mean? Well, those are my boys. Well, mine and my homies' boys or whatever. Anywho, the Jeff Rocks are a large neighborhood too. You know what I mean? Not as large as Asian, but they with the business. You know what I'm saying? And people have to also keep it in mind that for the Asian neighborhoods, they didn't only just have to worry about like some of the Hispanic gangs that they beef it with, because they go at it with black neighborhoods, and they go at it with other Asian gangs. You know what I mean? So like they had to be like, you know, on their toes as well. You know what I mean? Jeff Rocks originally started in I think in LA. I think that's what it started in LA, and then they have a clique throughout the San Fernando Valley, because there was homies in Arleta, there was homies in Van Nuys, there was homies in by Verdugo. So they were pretty spread out. You know what I mean? But they were always down. They were always with the business. They always handled their shit. You know what I mean? They were cool homies, man. You know what I mean? They were, you know, they were doing their thing. You know, and then the next neighborhood you have is the ones that people confuse for Hispanics is Santana's. After, you know, it's named after the street. You know, Santana. The Crips actually share. They have a Crip set over there too. You know. But these are the Asian ones, and you know, they take our stilo. They look like Hispanics. I mean, you know, like people can't even tell them apart unless they take their looks off. You feel me? Like they're raza and they're with the business, homie, and they deep as fuck. In the valley, you know, they're large too. You know what I mean? They're right there by Verdugo High School and by Sun Valley. You know what I mean? I have a few homies from there as well. Those were the, you know, Chum Chum. That's the homie right there. Bucks is another homie, and yeah, man, they were feed man and down for their shit, homie. And like I said, homie, they got it popping and cracking, homie. These guys, you know, these guys didn't come just to, you know, agree. When they came to the field, homie, it was to handle business. You feel me? And then the other one that most people commonly know is the Pino Rio. They're right there in Outwater, but they also in the San Fernando Valley by like Granada Hills. And you know, they tend to roll with Hispanics. You know, you know, they have the homies, you know, roll with our program and stuff like that. And like I said, homie, them fools handle business, homie. Them fools definitely, they ain't no chumps, homie. Like I said, they dress just like camaradas. You know, like the Cortezes, Ben Davis, you know, Dickies, the whole works, homie. Like they're straight up like homeboys, pues. You know, these guys ain't no chumps. Like they be handling theirs. And yeah, and those right there are just some of the larger Asian neighborhoods in the San Fernando Valley that you have to keep through chat for, because these guys have, like I said, they made the news several times. These fools have been booked for murder. These fools are not no chumps. They're not some fools that people think that they could just come and just push, you know, punk around like they do in the TV shows and everything like that. Like, my boy, these fools will handle their business, homie. You know, but that goes for anywhere and anything. Like, a man is a man before anything else. And he's not gonna let, you know, especially when you come out of the gutter, because remember, they don't go through nothing different that raza or blacks don't go through. You know what I mean? They have family issues. They have they suffer from racism, discrimination. They go through everything that we go through. So why wouldn't they be down just like a Hispanic is down or a black is down because he suffers all of this? Why would it be different for them? Because they're Asian? That makes no sense. They are just as with it as anybody else that's stuck in that scenario that comes out the trenches. No different. So they're with the business, homie. You come over here, you gotta also watch out for Asian neighborhoods because they'll catch you slipping and they'll knock your head off. Real talk. But I'm just saying, like I said, those Asian, there was only 3 of them. They rolled up, homie, ready to get it cracking. But I'm just saying, them fools were with the business, homie. They were dropping and smoking fools. That shit's crazy. But just wanted to get my take on Asian neighborhoods right there in the San Fernando Valley. Those are the most, commonly known one. Pino Rio, Jeff Rock, Santana, Asian boys. You know what I mean? And they handle their business. It's a quick little video just breaking that down. And shout out, we are.